Stream started. Hello. Hello. Cheese.
Hello. Hi. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me just fine? Hello. Welcome, welcome. Hi. You're stream later today, so you're not going to stick around? That's fine, don't worry about it. Yeah. Thank you for showing up. Ricardo? Yeah. Also, welcome, Basil. Hello. How you doing today? Welcome. You might notice that my audio is setup is a little bit different today to other days. You had a cup of coffee at 7 p.m. Really? Well, I have a cup of coffee right now with me. And it's 6:30 p.m. for me, so there you go. Yeah. But in my case, I kinda need it because I'm going to be programming quite a bit. Yeah. So that's going to be happening. Yes, I'm going to need some brain juice. Indeed. Today I got invited to this research from a university. It was more like an open invitation to any people who stream, and I'm wondering if me participating is going to be any help, because apparently they need information from the chat logs, right? But apparently I don't have that much info on YouTube, so they were mostly looking for Twitch people. Yeah, so I don't know if that is going to be interesting or not. We will see. Maybe they don't even reach out to me. Yeah. How was my day today? Pretty calm, I would say, for the most part. Yeah. If they could inform me, they would be shocked on the things I saw and do. Well, that depends on what you saw and did. Yeah, because, well, it depends. Because some people are not like used to the stranger and darkest places on the internet. Yeah. So yeah, that might actually shock some people. I do agree with that. Yes. I feel like my voice is a little tiny bit off for some reason. Yeah. Maybe that fixed it a little bit. Yeah, it felt a little bit noisy. You are also eyeing that game poll? Yeah, you can actually vote if you're interested. I don't know if you already did. Yeah. I see only 6 people have voted so far. Yeah. I'm wondering what would happen. Yes. I hope it's a good game. Yes. Actually, the games that I selected for the poll are exclusively small games, like games that I can beat like in around 10 to 15 hours. Yeah. Because I want Fridays to be for small games, basically. Yeah. Basically, that's the reason. Yeah. Hopefully people vote. Because I notice people don't really interact much on my Discord server, so they might not actually see many votes. Yeah, and with so many options, we might actually dilute the results, and we might even see a draw. Yeah. So that's one problem. Yes. Ah. You will join us Saturdays, but it's usually the time you detox from the internet. That's fine, don't worry about it. Yeah. Yeah, also, I didn't expect, like, JoJo to have so many seasons. I thought maybe 4 or 5, but it apparently has way more. Yeah. Which is kinda a bit making it so it's kinda dragging on a little bit too long. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. What else? What else? That's why you recommend small menu things to people? Well, I don't mind if it's like big, but it has to be like, what to call it? Good? It has to be entertaining.
And you wanted to do Precure Lamau.
I wanted the Precure. Well, I have not seen Precure in ages, to be fair, right? And I also kind of want to make like a segment where we see like extremely old anime, like from the early 90s. That would be fun. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, that's fine. Feed the beast. Yeah. Ah, I don't really have much to talk about today. Shall we move on to the game development? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. I kinda wish I could like record and stream at the same time. Like edit videos while I'm streaming. I feel like that would make my day like more efficient. Because I feel like I'm making no progress on the edition of videos. But it would mean I would be like rewatching streams live on stream, which is kinda a bit nonsensical. Hmm. I don't know what to do with that. I feel there's like the possibility of actually turning it into content, but I don't know if that would be like entertaining or smart. Yeah. I feel like it would be so fucking boring. But then again, I'm making like coding streams. Like when I say that,
Stream
editing
started.
videos.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Cheese.
Welcome, Basil.
And you wanted to do precure Lamau.
Yeah. I'm thinking like if I did editing on stream would that be too much? Because when you think about it, I'm doing coding on stream, and that's like arguably more boring in a way. And I will be like rewatching streams and that kind of stuff. I don't know what to do with that. I feel like there should be a way to exploit it, but I don't know how. Okay, so we were working. We were working on a boss on our Woof, if I remember correctly. Huge fun. You know, I've been starting to think that maybe my phone is actually picking up my voice, and that's why it starts to spam notifications when it hears me like talking. Got stuck again. Let me see what's happening here. I'm going to put a breakpoint right there. Sometimes I wonder when like my desktop kinda glitches out like it just did, if it actually shows anything on streaming. Oh, okay, that's the start of charge. Okay, so let's go one at a time. Right, here direction is to right? So we go towards right. We brake. We set distance to 6. Okay. And this is quite big actually. It's bigger on X, so it's going to move. Setting on the 3. That's going to skip. That's going to set... Ouch. 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 You got so lucky that I actually refreshed the alerts this time. So this is one is going to trigger too. So these triggers. Your gamble was successful. Okay, so we have this setup, right? We check the distance to point, that is 65, which is greater, so we move into movement. Okay. Wait, distance is negative, right? Because this is greater than the target. That means I am lower than the... No, I'm higher than the trigger's target. No, that should not be correct. Hold the fuck up. If my value is greater, that means I'm below the target. So to move up, I need to go negative. Okay, that's okay. Okay, and this does on next set to 92. That's weird. And 130. Change direction counter. That's still less than 0. So we move on. Okay. We exit. We continue, okay. And then we go back to the next cycle. Direction 2. So we are still moving right. Why are we still moving right? It should be moving up. Target and that the distance
is this C hashtag?
C hashtag? No. It's not actually C#. This is actually a derivative from Python. It's closer to Ruby or JavaScript, basically. It's a Python-like language, exclusive for GameMaker. Yeah. And because it's like not a established language, it's actually kind of buggy and not like feature complete, which is a bit annoying because that means you can not do some stuff you can actually do in a different language. Yeah. This is 64, 76. Okay. Minus 12. Oh, I see. Because currently the waypoint is this. J minus 64. The one chosen is this. X that, yeah, that. And this is like a small difference. In export not in Y. That's the reason. It's because when it enters one of these, it doesn't actually skip, so it's trying to move vertically, even though the movement should be horizontal. Ah, I see. Okay, that's the issue. And because the distance to target is not correct. Waypoint 1, moving right should be that one. Okay. Okay, so this is actually kinda messing stuff up. Okay. Interesting. Let me see if that actually fixes it. Hold up. He didn't. Well,
Mew hello, smiley face emoji, red heart emoji, waving hand emoji.
Hello, welcome Mundo. Welcome. Hello. Welcome. Let's see. Let's see. Actually, let me put that break right there. It got stuck right there. And it's not like triggering, which is weirder. Okay, let's see. So we're right here, right? We move on. The direction when moving is direction 1. That would be left, apparently. So we are going to waypoint 3. Right? So we go over here. We have the X, right? That means this is negative, big, and this one is negative, small. So we are not exactly on aligned on Y. Yeah. Right? So this distance is big, so that doesn't apply. So we go into this, we set the horizontal speed. Then we go over here, that's not true. Because we are not exactly on the correct position, we just jump this. Okay, I see the issue here. It's because the movement is bigger that's causing the issue. Okay, let me look something up real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Hello, game maker? Are you going to like show me the manual? Hello. I want to see the manual. Oh, I see. I saw something flash. Hold up. There we go. Now it's open. Okay, so we have the break, right? For respect to what we call. Okay. My question is, do we have a jump too? Begin it. That's something else. Wait, exit. No, that's something else. Continue, break, one, repeat. Do we have a go to? Room go to. Okay, how about a jump? Do you have a jump function? Apparently there is a jump, but it's not like in code form. Can you use an if else? I wanna make it a little bit more clean than that. Maker jump data. Yeah, in code, please. Okay, never mind. Apparently there is no equivalent, which is kinda bullshit, but whatever. This code is like incomplete, so I suppose I will have to use if else statements, huh? If absolute value of the distance in x is greater than the absolute value of the distance in y, then we do this. We check the x, right? Else we check the y. That way there is no chance of the y overwriting the changes from the x. Yeah. Because the issue here is that if we enter here, because there is a distance in x, right? We set a certain value, right? But when we enter the y, if there is a distance on y, they will set the movement here also, which is an issue. Yeah. And this I can reduce to what I had before. But because I'm moving on sets of trees, this means I will never actually hit like exactly the zero, which is an issue. So let me fix that really quick. It's going to be making the Woof a little bit faster, but the issue is that I'm not going to exactly hit zero most cases. Yeah, it will be very difficult to actually hit zero. Oh, it's working very nicely actually. That's the charge. Yeah. And there is the attack. Now we just need to make the actual attack on the charge, because I kinda blocked that part of the code. Right. So when we are on like aligned with the player, basically, whether it's on X or on Y, we change our direction to face the player. Then we check if the player is looking away from us. Change the state to wind up. Stop moving. Right? So we move on to the wind up animation for the attack. Right? So that would mean we will go into a normal charge. Basically. Oh. Ground button. So if we somehow manage to avoid getting like showing our back to the Woof, it will attack like that. You will dash across and suddenly attack, right? Wow. Yeah. Right? But the issue here is that the attack is not like very interesting. Hmm. Hmm. I'm trying to think of a way to make the charge like flow into another attack instead of what it's doing currently. How about we switch to wind up? No, not wind up. How about if we just change the target? Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. I don't think that would work. Currently the attack is set for what speed? That's just the damage, right? Wind down, attack on position. Damage type. Yeah, we're just moving on the attack, right? And the movement specifically uses walk speed, right? So how about I do this? How about I do this? How about I basically on this particular state right here, we do switch to wind up, but I change the walk speed to be 2, so the speed increases, right? And on the attack wind down, I set the walk speed back to 1. Actually, this is 2. Okay. So on the charge, I increase the speed of the attack, right? The phone, goddammit it. I'm going to put it on silence. I don't know why it only makes noises when I'm streaming. Let's see. Well, that fixed the issue. So we have a regular, right? And then it goes into charge. That's the attack. And then it's back to moving. That looks normal. And then it goes to... It does look a little bit faster than the regular attack. Or am I just imagining things? I'm just imagining things. It doesn't keep the speed, which is what I'm annoyed about. Maybe I should increase it a little bit more. Charge the speed to an absurd level. Okay, so that's the regular attack. Nope, the attack just gets reset, which is not good. Yeah, it's not like attacking as fast as it should. Okay. Let me remove this then. Maybe I should like change the names of the states to make this like make more sense. Right now we're using the moving function, right? So maybe I can change the discharge function into instead being like a hunting kind of thing, maybe. So here on moving, instead of switching to charge wind up, we go into hunting, right? And on hunting, right, is where we do this. And when we are going to attack, we go into the charge wind up instead, right? And then here we change to moving again. Actually into idle. Let's do that for now. Right? And when we're in charge wind up, let me move this because it's going to confuse me a little bit. I'm going to move this on hunting above this, just so it doesn't confuse me. And here we're going to have the on charge function, right? And their charge is going to be like the attack, right? It would be the actual attack, but the movement is going to be faster. So I'm going to set the movement speed to be 8 before we actually move right there. Let's see, maybe that will fix that. Okay, so he's going to accelerate. He's not moving. Lovely, he's not moving. What happened there? Oh, maybe I don't have the state over here. Yeah, that's the issue. Hunting. There we go. Let's see. So he's going to go into hunting. The attack. Oh wait, why is on the attack? Hold on. Yeah, what happened there? Wait, it changed to attack instead of what I wanted. Yeah, it kinda didn't stay on the charge. So we go on wind up. We finish wind up, we go into charge. On charge, we do all this. And then go into charge wind down. Right? From hunting, you should go into charge wind up, right? This goes into idle, okay. Looked like the pinball game where you break the blocks. It kinda does, huh? Oh, maybe because the speed is not set correctly? Is that the issue? Yeah, because I set it right here. To 0. Why am I setting that to 0? Hold up. Why am I doing that? Exactly. I'm also doing it here. I'm facing the player, going into wind up. Okay. And here I am facing the player, going into wind up. So here is moving. But how? If the speed and thingy is like not aiming in a directional. If both are 0, how are you moving exactly? Charge. What am I doing on the other attack? It's just movement. How is this moving exactly? Wait, what the fuck? What's happening? Okay, let me just use that book. Okay, that's the attack. That's the charge right there. Let's see. So we are right here, right? We move on. We have that. Okay. Position Y and X. Okay. We attack. We check the current state. We skip. We skip. Oh, because these two are non-zeros, it just bypasses that. And then it just becomes a regular attack. Huh. That's odd. Okay, let's see what's happening here. We go into movement. Right? Let's see. Movement, we have x58, that's 0. Both are on 0. which is expected, I suppose. Huh. Hold on. Then why your attack is actually working? Why is this working on attack? Let me see. Attack. Okay, let's see. So here is movement. What is happening here? Speed 0, speed -2. This actually has a value, which is weird. Yeah, this actually has a value. Why is that? Hold on. Why does this have a value? When changing from moving to we go here, right? We set this to 0. This is what triggers the wind up. Why is this not setting this to 0? Wait, the player. So we are facing the player. Stay to wind up. Oh, wind up has more code. It checks the distance to the player and sets the values. Okay, that's the issue. I see. Yeah. Okay, that makes way more sense. I was confused. Yeah. Okay, we set this and the speed we can double it. Right? And then we go into charge. That should solve the issue. Okay. Got it. So it is like going around. I switched to attack like immediately for no reason. Okay, attack is working. Yeah, it kinda like goes through all the states like really fast for some reason. Let's see what's happening here. I say it right a lot, huh? Okay, that's the charge right there. Let's see. The player can block it when it's attacking, ensuring its collision better now to the attack. The issue is that I'm using the collider for the enemy as the collider for the attack. Yeah. Okay, thank you for coming, Ricardo. Good night. Rest well. Sleep well. Yeah. Okay, let's see what's happening here. So we are right here, right? So we then go over here. We got the melee front. We have that. His speed is -4, so it's not going to fall in here. Right? It goes in here. Checks the validation. Skip this one. Okay. So it exists. Okay, that seems fine. Then we go back to the function. Speed is set, so it's not going to change that. We do the attack and we skip. Okay. We are still on charge. And we keep moving. Movement set. Speed is still set correctly. Okay, that seems to be working correctly. Yeah, those two are correct. Okay, let's see. Yeah, actually the charge was just fine. What happened there? Yeah, I don't get it. It's like it skips through the hunting phase, like randomly. Yeah.
Hello, are you an YouTuber?
Hello, welcome. Yeah, kinda. I'm a noble knight indeed. Oh. It's not working exactly the way I want it. Yeah, it just like skips
Welcome Tuxius
through.
Everfrost, please enjoy the stream.
Yeah, welcome. It just skips through the charge attack. I don't know why. Ouch. Okay, let's set some flags right here, just so I can check what's happening. Let's see. How are you doing today, Tuxius? Welcome. I'm not exactly a knight. I'm a duchess. I just happen to be wearing armor. Yeah. Indeed. Oh, that charge worked perfectly. And then there is a change of state right there. Okay. So that's working fine. There we go again. That's another nice charge completed. That's an attack. Okay, that charge is also fine. Is this the issue? I see. The speed is set to 0, so it just goes into the wind down. Suddenly. I see. So then that becomes a moving and maybe turns into an attack because of that. Yeah. Yeah, this one is working correctly. This is the other one. Hmm. Yeah, it went into wind down immediately. That's the issue right there. For some reason, we're like ending on zeros for no apparent reason. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, I think I know the solution. Okay. Yeah, and that becomes just a normal attack. Yes. Okay. So the issue is this right here. On the charge wind up, we're checking against this to verify which ones we should apply, right? But if we don't enter either of these two ifs, it will simply skip, right? So I need to make this a little bit bigger, basically. So it actually enters the ifs and assigns a speed. Yeah. So now it should move from hunting into attack a lot easier. Yeah, now we don't have the issue. Nice. That's the attack. Then it goes into hunting and that's the charge. Okay. Okay, that looks good. Nice. Now there is one thing I want to do. Is whenever we charge or attack on the wind down, I want to switch the directions we're moving on, right? So clockwise will be to no clockwise whenever we finish a charge or whenever we finish an attack. That way it will switch directions whenever we are attacking, which will make the fight way more chaotic, right? Because if it's attack, it will go into the opposite direction it was going, right? Like that. Yeah. That looks so much nicer. Yeah. Ouch, that actually hit me. Yeah. Ah. Yeah, the current hit detection is like not working correctly. But yeah, that's the idea. Hmm. The issue here is that I need to adjust the range of attack, basically. I need to increase this right here. I will set it to 4 for this, and for the charge attack, I will set it to 6. That should fix the issue with the collisions. Yeah, is that I'm not doing like the hit detection correctly. So now it should like actually hit me. Yeah. Oh, well, maybe not there for some reason. Maybe I need a bit more, a bigger value for the charge attack. And maybe for the attack also. The collision is not working, huh? Maybe there is something off with my sprite. Let's see. Woof. Did I forget to place something here? Let me check the collision max. Maybe that is the issue, that the collision is like not like perfect. That's a little bit better. Right? Maybe. Let me do that to all the sprites real quick. Okay. Maybe that will help a little bit. Also, I will increase the size for this one. Yeah. Because the fact that he is not doing any damage is still a bit of an issue. Yeah. Let's see. That's damage. And he's not doing damage from the top, apparently, for some reason. Not doing damage right there, also. Yeah, for some reason it's not actually doing damage, which is weird. Let me check this, actually. We check the current position. And given the direction, we add the position to the distance and return that position. Basically, we move the sprite a little bit in that direction. And then we trigger the damage, right? What if I do this backwards, actually? If I first trigger the damage, then we try to move. No, it doesn't. Basically, what happens is that every piece of code I'm writing executes every frame, right? So it goes executing by every, what to call it, by every object, every entity, like the Woof of the player. It makes a list of what's on the room, right? And then one by one, you check the code inside of them, run it, and then move on to the next one, right? So it will go like executing everything on the player, then it will move on to the Woof, executing everything on the Woof, and then the doors, for example, the doors, right? And once it's done, it will go back to the start for the next frame and run it everything again. Basically, that's how it's working. There is no like parallel code execution. It's like everything executing once, one after another, every frame. Yeah, it's not very efficient. Yeah, but that's how Game Maker works, basically. Yeah. Okay, that worked. That did not work. That did not work. That did not work. That didn't work either. That did not work. That did not work. Nope. Oh, wait. I just realized something. The first attack, it always like hits, right? But every other attack doesn't. That means I'm forgetting to flush. Wait. Is the attack not flushing? Of course it's not. Oh, wait. I get it. Hold on. I got it. Wait. I get it. What is my other thing? Where is it? Actually, the player. It should be on the player. Where is it? It has to be on step. Hold on. There has to be a clear function. Right? There it is. That's the function I'm missing. Right here. That's the function I'm missing right there. That's the issue. It's because I'm not cleaning the who has been hit yet or not, right? So basically, over here, after we do the charge, right, on the wind down, I need to clear who has been hit, right, and on the wind down over here also. Yeah, that's the issue. Got it. Because it basically thinks it already hit the player. That's why it doesn't reset. Yeah. So this will hurt. And now that will hurt. And that will hurt. Right? Now it hurts. That was the issue. I think we need a bigger knockback because it's not like pushing me out of the way. There we go. Now it's working. Yeah, that was the issue. Okay. Let's increase the knockback a little bit. Maybe to 5. Yeah, and I will increase this by quite a bit. That will make the impact way heavier. Yeah. Not as strong as I was thinking it was going to be, but oh, that was strong. Oh, because of the invulnerability, I don't get hurt by the turns of the charge. That's an issue. Maybe I should remove the invulnerability. Yeah. Because I already have like a hit list, it means you cannot be... Yeah, you can be killed twice. Actually, as many times as you want. Because I don't pause the game after the moment you die, right? So they can actually keep attacking. Yeah. Which is kind of funny. Also, that means there is this funny effect. Let me see if I can make it happen. See, if I, for example, have a heart. Cancel. Not the sprites, the objects. If I have heart, for example, right there. Right? And I'm low on health and I die. If I die and there is health nearby, there is this funny effect that happens. Let me hurt myself a little bit. Right? Right? If I go over here I grabbed the heart first. Hold on, let me start. If I get hit and die, and I push into the heart, there is a very funny effect that happens. Ta-da! I'm alive. Just resurrect. Yes. If you are pushed into health when you die, you resurrect. Yeah. So there is a chance whenever you die that the enemy itself will actually revive you accidentally. Yeah. For example, some bosses are going to have like debris or other ways of like spawning health. So if you happen to die and the boss starts his phase where he is dropping basically item drops, right? And you happen to be near enough to health, you will revive. Yeah. Which is really funny. That's a picture I want to leave inside. I want it to happen. Yeah. It was not like part of the plan of the original design, but because I find it funny, I will keep it. Yeah. Yeah, if you have the luck to actually land on a health drop when you get killed, you revive. Yeah. It's pure luck. Yeah. Which is kind of funny. Okay, let me check the designs. Okay, I just got a message that will answer later. Okay, I'm looking for my notes. Notes. Let's see. Did you know I abuse my computer's ability to make links? So I have a bunch of links all over the place that basically allow me to travel over my computer. Yeah. Without having to like go through the entire directory of stuff. Okay. Yeah. Regular links, like the shortcuts that applications make in your desktop when you install something, I make those manually. And for example, I have a link from the documentation for the game. directly to the thumbnails because I use like the assets from the games to make thumbnails, right? So I can go from the thumbnail making to the game directory directly, or I go from the game directory to the thumbnails quite easily. Yeah. It's funny, at least to me. Yeah, I use it like that, basically, but more like wildly all over the place. So if I, for example, always go from downloads to images, for example, I create a link, right? If I notice that I'm doing something a lot, like switching from a specific carpet to another, that is like in a completely different location, I will make a link. Yeah. Okay, so we have this currently. We start with the circling, right? And then we move to the dash. And after these 3 bytes, we move on to the hole. A fourth circle should make us go into the 12 sweep. And then go back to the circle. This should be doing no damage, basically, but had a huge knockback. Okay, let me then readjust a few things. I forgot about that. So this charge shouldn't be doing damage, actually. This would be like the tail sweep, right? So the damage should be 0, or the knockback should be really big. Like, let's put it on 15, right? And rather than like following, keep going, it should like just straight up change. If if we hit something, then we basically switch states to wind down. On hit, we don't continue. Right? And what did attack return? The interrupt? I actually want hit. Actually, I can maybe fix this if I just place object underscore player here. Okay. That way, it should just get cut off after you hit the player. Right? It should be like going around and suddenly go like that and boom, and stops. This keeps going, right? But the one that is like the actual tail sweep is like that. Is that the goal we had before? I might change in design. We go for the dash, right? The dash, if we complete circle, we go for the tile sweep, which is what we're doing, right? The bite after 3 times, we go into the howl. From the dash. What is the dash? I don't remember anymore. Dash clear? Oh, the one that clears the... No, circle lane leads into the attack. Then we have the tile save. And the dash is the one we mentioned. Okay. Basically I combined these two by mistake, but it's fine. It's fine. I combined these two by mistake. So this tail attack is combined with the dash now. So now we need to make the how, right? Okay, so after the dash, we go into the hull, or after 3 bites, we go into the hull. Okay, so let me do something, because we are like changing the design a little bit. Let me do a little bit of an adjustment here. When we attack, I will set this variable, the one for the cycling, right? The change direction counter. I'm going to set it to 0 if we attack, right? So on wind up, I'm going to set this to 0 so we don't immediately dash. Yeah. And on this chain wind up, I also do. Hello, welcome, Mary. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? Hello. Hello. How are you doing today? Welcome. Welcome. Okay, that will adjust that. Right? The bite counter is already counting. You're doing very good. Nice. Okay, so now that we have the bite counter working, we need to prepare for the hull. Right? So now, the hull is going to be interesting. Let's see, what states do we have to work with? The charge, we have the charge right here. We have the attack wind up and wind down. We have a range attack available. This needs to be over here. The cooldown is something else. Death and dying is something else. On edge is something else. This is other stuff. Hot and moving hit, we have not like done anything about that. So we have the range state. Maybe we can use that, right? Okay, so let's use that. So I'm going to have a range now. State range, and this is going to be on ranged. Yeah, it's nice to hear you're doing very good. Yeah. Function on range. On range, we are going to be using the hull. Hull. Ambulance. Okay, so the hull. What do we do with hull? So the hull has to be his own animation, right? So that animation is going to be basically static, right? So I'm going to set this to horizontal speed and vertical speed. I will set them to 0 because we want the wolf to stand still, right? Wow. Did you know there is a secret hull available in the alerts that you might get by luck? So far, no one has actually triggered it, which is kind of funny. It's said to be trigger random. Yeah. If somehow people use the hull, like as much as you use the metal pipe, you will have found it by now. Let's see. So the hull I want to spawn instance create on layer, and we want this to be on X and Y. Okay, we're going to spawn be careful, you will make us spawn the hull. It costs channel points, so it's not really a danger. The spawn, the spamming, yeah. Instances. Let's see. The object, I'm going to call it object underscore all raid. Okay. Let's see. So the object is going to be interesting. Let's grab the objects. Object. All right. Right. So how this is going to work is very interesting. Basically, I'm going to set a variable that is going to be called what do I call this? Vertical all, and what the fuck happened there? Let's set it to 1 at least for now. Horizontal all, and I will set it to 1 also. Right. And for this, I'm going to create a draw event. right? And I will set it. I also read after messaging support that if you made a Stream Elements account this year and you had to do an ad campaign to ability your custom name and coin shop. Wow. Well, I will tell you, I'm not using Stream Elements. I actually coded this myself. So, be aware that there are other options. Yeah. Let's see. I want to draw an O, right? So I will set it to draw a sprite, right? And it's going to be, the sprite is going to be sprite O. Attack, actually hunting. Let's start with hunting down, right? And it's going to be so much, it doesn't matter, so I will leave it to -1. And the position is going to be bar underscore position equals new vector 2, and I will set it to a random location, right? Random. Number between 0 and room width and random room height. That's not a comma. Okay. Right. So we will draw in this position x, y. And what I'm going to do now is I will change the position slowly. Let's make an array. Array underscore vertical alt, right, equals to empty. So I will set a all array on this position, on position 0, equal to this, right? And I will simply change the position for this guy on y, right? By 1, right? So that will look like a, hold on, I need to add the thingy to over here. On range we instance the rate, okay. And I need a way to get into the rate, right? So on idle, I'm going to set it if a byte counter is greater than 3 or equal to 3, we switch to range. State dot range like that, and we return basically like that. Let's see. So 3 bytes. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. And this. Oh! The whole line crashed. Oh no, you get that position as a different. Oh, I see. I screwed up. Okay. And 1. The problem is right here. Because I forgot to switch this. Lol. Okay, so that should give us a rate real quick, like that. That's 2. That's 3. Wow! Okay. Oh god. Ah. Wow. I didn't expect that. Ah. Now I know how to make rain. I actually could repurpose this to actually make like rain. I just need to make like the sprite of a droplet. I want to see it again. That's 1. That's 2. 3. Wow! Ah, it's saturating. It looks cool. Yeah, it kinda does. I will admit that. Okay. The thing here is that I need to switch this value right here. I will plate this into minus 64 to start with, right? Actually, I move this one over here. I need a state. Let's start with the state idle for now, right? Function. I'm thinking. Give me a moment. I need another event. A step. Okay. So here, switch state. case state state.idle break. Okay, so if vertical is greater than 0 and vertical greater or equal to horizontal now, then we are going to spawn basically, right? So function spawn all and vertical default to true. Okay. If vertical, we are going to use what we had before here is over here, right? This is for the vertical one, basically. Else we are going to do the same local direction equals false, just so we add a little bit more variety, right? So if toggle, then we spawn like this, right? Else we spawn on the other direction, that is room height plus 64. Actually, let's leave this for some later because this is going to complicate things a lot, actually. Okay, let's move this 64 over here and this becomes room height. Right? Index equals to 0. So we'll place it on a specific index here. Okay, so we will add a position into the array of alts, right? Actually, let me set this to horizontal because we're going to need it, right? And I'm going to need a vertical index and a horizontal one. Vertical index, horizontal index, right? And I will just increase it. Vertical index plus plus. Horizontal index plus plus, right? To add the alts into the array, right? And here I will go for var underscore I equals to 0. I lower or equal to a vertical index I++. I'm going to go through the whole thing, right? If our array position on I is not equal to null, is null okay, no one. Actually, if it's equal to no one, we continue. We skip. Right? If not, we begin drawing the O, basically. Like that. And then we just change the value. Like that. Right? So this will make the alts move from top to bottom, right? According to the spawn all. Once we reach the bottom, if or y is greater or equal to room underscore height plus 64, so we are out of the room site, we set this particular all to be no one. We basically remove it, right? So what will happen is that we will be spawning an all outside the room, right? Then it will move down vertically outside the room view, right? It's just an animation. Like that, in theory. And on the spawn, here, when we spawn something, we need to check also that if we are spawning verticals, we need to check that vertical underscore all is greater than 0. And we will remove a null once we spawn, like this. Right? And we will do the same for the horizontal. Just as simple, right? Okay, let's put it to the test. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, and all. Error value index on 0 out of range. One index 0 is out of range. Oh, I see. That's the issue. 1 second. Basically, I need to initialize the array. Funny enough. Why are you marking it like it's not reserve word. Wait. Oh, I put one many O's right there. Okay. That should fix the issue, in theory. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and crash. Lovely. Valid external range version. No 120. I see. Okay, I basically set the condition wrong right here, like that. That should fix it. Yeah. Let's see. 1. 1, 2, 3. That's quite there, right? Wow. Wow. It looks amazing, I would say. Wow. And it's not even like eating resources. It's quite clean. Fun enough. Okay. So the plus one is a little bit too slow. I need to make it a little bit faster. Maybe a 2? It will make good for a live wallpaper. Yeah, kinda, right? Let me actually fix this. The issue here is that I'm drawing right here, so let me delete this event. I need to do it on the drawing end, so it's on top of everything, right? Now there is an issue that for some reason it keeps spawning, right? That means when I go over here, vertical out is not getting removed for some reason. It keeps going. Vertical out is 1. So it shouldn't be only spawning 1. Okay. And that should be fixing that. Actually, this is wrong. I need to add a plus right there. How am I doing wrong here? It shouldn't be triggering so many owls, because this should eventually become 0, this one right here. Right here. Huh. That's weird. Let me try again. One, 2, 3, and all rain. Yeah, it's spawning a little bit too many for no apparent reason. Why are you spawning so many? Okay, let me check what's happening. I'm going to trigger the debug. Did you know I really don't like using debug? Even though it's extremely useful, I kinda feel like defeated as a programmer if I cannot figure out without using debug. Okay, so we are right here, right? We are currently on the index 0. So we continue. That's the sprite. We are right index 0. We have a location. Okay. So we continue. We move. We restart. Okay. I 0, B index is 1. Okay. So we don't go in. And we continue execution. Going through the different stuff. We are on 0. Okay. Index is 1 still. Okay. So we go through 0. And it should be invalid, so we skip. Yeah. Index is 0, so that's actually working correctly. Yeah, this is not like causing issues. What's happening there? Why do we have so many holes suddenly? Index is 1. Wait. Oh! Okay, I got it. I know what's happening. I get it. Hold the fuck up. I know what's happening. It's not that the conditions are not being respected. It's that I'm spawning nonsensical amounts of air rates, all rates. That's the issue. I'm spawning a shit ton of all rates right here because I have no limit set here. If object underscore all rate. Hold on. What was the function to count objects in the room? Instance 6. Okay, so I will check if the object rate exists. Right? And then, if it's not there, then we spawn the rate. That's the issue, that's what's happening. It's because I'm spawning rates like crazy. That's the issue. One, 2, 3. Oh. I feel like I having innate knowledge beats anytime you have to look something up. Yeah. But I feel like also the ability of knowing how to look up stuff is like important. Right? There we go. Single out. Turn on. Turn on. Turn on. Turn on. Turn on. That's working now. Right? So now I can do the same in the other direction, right? So this is for the vertical L's. So I can do the same for the horizontal ones. Basically, I will change it to the Y, to the J, right? And this is going to be horizontal. Else. Right? And this is going to be room width to the exit, and the movement is going to happen on X. Right? And now I can over here put an else right here. If actually I can just skip this one. I can just copy this, right? And I set this to false because these are horizontals. And horizontal all. Where horizontal is greater than vertical, right? To spawn it on a right. That will spawn the horizontal ones. In theory, I should get one of each this time, if the code is working correctly, right? And let's see. There we go. One of each. Nice. Okay, now that we have that, I'm going to set a variable. Self this. Let's just call it done. Done equals to true. We assume we are finished, right? We finish our job. We're assuming we finish. We'll start with false on false. We assume we're done, right? But if we have to draw the sprite, that means we are not done yet. So I will set this to false. Right? I will do the same over here. Right? And over here, I will check if done. Right? Then we switch state to, actually we just self-destruct. Instance underscore destroy yourself. Right? That way we can redo the thing. And I can set this to something higher, like 3 on each. Right? And I can set a little fire rate to a random number. Let's set it to between 0 and 60, right? And over here, we will set if f rate greater than 0, we just return. We don't need to do anything. And I will simply set f rate to decrease, right? Once we don't get like rejected, I will set f rate to random number on 60 again, and we will run this, right? That will space the alls randomly in timing, right? Let's see. So, oh, that's one. One more, I believe. That's the hall. Wait, what happened? Did I F it up? Okay, let me remove this. Let me just like that, right? Oh, it's committing suicide because I'm forgot about the frame rate. I mean the first execution. So this should be 0, not 60. So we at least enter here once, or the raid is going to self-destruct without actually doing anything. Yeah. I keep not setting things correctly. Okay, let's see. It didn't work. Okay, one moment. Let's put that off currently. It's basically this is self-destruct triggering first, apparently. Okay, so it's not this. So let's set more conditions right here, right? It's not just being done. We need to make sure also that the horizontals are less or equal to 0, right? And the verticals are also less or equals to 0, right? To make sure we exhausted the response before we self-destruct. Okay. And we tree on each direction, then it self-destructs. And we happen again. Nice! It's working. It's working just fine. Now I just need the make maybe this a little bit bigger because they are coming a little bit too soon for my liking. Ow. That's the how? That's much better. Yeah, I like it. Yes. I like it, I like it. Nice, nice. Okay. That's a little how right there. You might be asking, okay, so why are we doing this? Well, once we reach the end right here, and we switch the all to be nothing, basically despawning the sprite, I'm going to do something interesting. Instance underscore create on layer instances. I'm going to place and before we self-destruct the coordinates we have, I'm going to use this X and Y. Right? And the object is going to be object underscore wind stream. Correct? Stream. Bar int instance is going to be this, and I will make the direction for the instance be facing direction left here, right? And I will do the same over here. We're facing up, right? What this is going to do is basically make it so the owls, after leaving the screen, will trigger a ghost of a wind that will push the player and any objects in the boss room, right? So that triggers right there. Basically the path variable J no self-defined. Okay, did I copy something I shouldn't have? Oh, it's because I forgot to switch this once right here. Yeah. Basically, the path the owls trace is going to be the location where the Gosa Queens are going to be coming from. Right? So we see the owls moving through. Layer argument train correct type string. Oh, did I set the thing incorrectly? Wait. Oh, I put it backwards. Oops. Okay, I need to move this over here. Okay, like that. I also forgot this. Coding errors. Okay, that's the specific layer does really? Did I write that name wrong? Apparently I did. Yeah, I have a typo. Lovely. Wow. So many like small details. That's one. Okay. That's two. Ouch. Three. And the how? There we go. Incorrect type string expect a number. Argument 2. Oh wait, did I actually fuck that up again? I did. Wow. Wow. I actually did. Okay, and that's the how. It seems like the right ones are not like correctly spawning the settings. Oh, I see the issue. It's because I forgot to change this. Anything else I missed? Because I've been like making lots of mistakes. Apparently not. Okay. Wow. Are they? Oh, wait. I am getting pushed around. It's just that I suppose the effect is not like triggering correctly. Interesting. Okay. Maybe I need to cap the things. Wind current. Oh, it's self-destructing here. That's the issue. How about if I switch the self-destruct from here to be actually on a timer? What would be nice? 5 seconds to start with, and then I set it here. If a timer less or equals to 0, then we instant destroy, and I can remove the animation end and outside room parts. And we reduce the timer. Let's start with 5 seconds. Oh, that actually looks really good. 5 seconds to some seems good enough. Yeah. The thing I don't understand is why it's not pushing the turns anymore. Did I make a mistake? Did I change something? Let me actually check. That's a bit weird. Nope, it actually does work, at least with these ones. I don't know why it's not working with the other ones. Yeah, those are working. That's weird. Maybe it's because of the location? Because it's like beyond the... Nope, that does work with through walls. Not always, apparently. Oh, it's because you've seen the move algorithm. Now I got it. Okay. That's the issue. I get it. Hold up. I get it. That's the issue. Because of the way I set the thingies is the issue. That's the issue. Basically. It's going to make the washroom a little bit more claustrophobic, but it will enable the feature I want. Yeah. Actually, how about if I set it a little bit more like clean? Right? Okay. That will make it more interesting, maybe. Let's see, let's see. Okay. That's one. But the pathfinding is not quite correct anymore, sadly. That's the how. This does make things more interesting, for sure. Yeah, everything ends up push it to the side. Yeah. Sadly. Eventually. Maybe I could add the thorns to the moving, like, code. Actually. Movement. What am I using to push the push again? Push function. Oh, there we go. This is checking for all the dots and using collisions to check. I see. Okay. Let me see scripts, utilities, get collisions. Wow, so much noise on my side. Okay, that should make it more like clean. In theory. One. Oh, I see, because the collisions now is triggering the heat on those. I see. Hmm. Hmm. How do I fix this issue? Well, maybe I can just adjust the pathfinding. That could be a simple solution. Yeah. Let's see. The doggo is over there. I see. So maybe I can make it a little bit closer. 480. Okay. So 480. Okay. And the other corner should be 272. Okay. Like that. That should fix that. And let's call these attack limits. Let's see. It has to be these ones right here. So lower x limit equals to, let's set this to the 80, right? Higher x limit would be the 400, right? And I do the same for the y. Yeah, and I can delete this and just say, where are you? Not here. I need the attack. So lower limit. Higher limit. Right? And change this right here. That will make things more clean. Yeah. Oh. He's not changing. Ouch. He basically got stuck, didn't it? Ow. That's the hole? Okay. Wow, that's tricky. Okay, let's change this to state equals idle. So it's not like constantly spawning the rights. Yeah. Okay. Now what I need to do is fix this to actually trigger on the opposite direction, basically. Okay, I can basically maybe set it on a different array. It will make things easier. So I can call this D for down and U for up, and this one right and left. Right? Vertical as down, horizontal as right. And I can change this over here. Okay, so now I can copy this right here and do the same for the other direction, right? The difference here is that we're going to change the condition right here to minus 64, right? Because we're going on the opposite direction. And this is going to be negative 1. And the direction pointing is going to be down on this one. And I believe that's it. Yeah, I just need to change this right here to trigger for the direction. So if toggle do this. Right? Else we do the same. Right? But going to the other array. And this has to be room height plus this. YouTube is giving me video unable again even after many refreshes, so I work by opening YouTube on a separate browser and does not sign in. Oh, wow. That's weird. Yeah, that's very weird. Huh. That is really weird. I don't know why he's doing that. He shouldn't be doing that. Yeah. Okay. You cannot see any streams, but you can actually comment? That's crazy. That's so weird. That's actually weird. That's legitimately really weird. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's normal. And then I want to go on the other direction. And this has to be room width plus 64. And this has to be horizontal right index and horizontal left index. Wait, was this running on the vertical index also? That's weird. Okay. That should be all. Let's see. Let's put it to the test. 1, okay. 2, 3. And that's the not whole attack because it got stuck for some reason. He got stuck! Ah! I need to fix that issue. Yeah. Oh! UV index not found. Okay, let me check that. UV index. Oh, this one's right here. Down index, up index. Horizontal index. Okay, that should be it. Okay. One more, come on. Verbals. No set the reading. Okay, let's see. When is that? That is fine. Oh, right here. Right there. That's an issue. It seems like it was only there. Okay. Oh. Wow. Wow. Okay, I forgot to reset the first I forgot to toggle the state right here for the direction, right? So toggle equals minus toggle to change the direction, and these ones, right? The other one is that I forgot to switch the Woof state. Here the range is triggering when we have like a byte counter greater something, right? So I need to reset the counter. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, the hall, and then we have the owls moving through, and they will create wind currents like this. Right? And now this guy is stuck. Wow. Wow. Well, it's working the way I want it. Let me actually set it so it triggers continually, just to see if the toggles works correctly. Did you get stuck? Really? I really need to fix that. Wow, ouch. I get when you get stuck. Should I make it so if I collide with a thingy, I destroy it? I'm thinking for a way to fix this. Maybe I should look. No. That would only make more issues. I was saying maybe I can change the speed, but that's not a good idea. Okay, 1, 2, 3. They are like showing on the same directions for some reason, and that's not something I want. Actually, hold on. Here, what I'm doing is that I'm toggling the direction, right? Maybe I should just make a direction for each one, horizontal and vertical. Maybe that will change the fix the issue. This needs to be the vertical one. And then we need the horizontal one. Okay, let's give it a try. Okay. Wow. Okay, they're getting pushed down. I don't see any owls moving left, however. Which is a bit of an issue. So what's happening here? X plus 2. Okay, this should be going on the opposite direction. From width plus 64, this should be just minus 64. And less than. Right? For the left. And on the creation, it should be starting on the blocks. Okay, that looks actually fine. That looks very weird. Really? You don't like it? Basically, the owls are like flying through the area and spawning tornadoes. Basically. Hmm. Hold on. This one right here is wrong. It should be right. Okay. The turns moving looks weird? Really? Ow. Wow, now that's going to be difficult to handle. I think maybe I need to double the speed of the wind current, actually. Because the objects start moving before the wind current actually is present. Yeah. Let's see. Wind current. Most speed to necessary to 4. The turn moving look weird to you? What should I place then instead? Ah. Oh wow, the attack limit is maybe wrong on the vertical, actually. Let me check. Because that's actually not supposed to happen. Oh yeah, vertical is supposed to be different. Yeah. Okay. That was the issue. Funny enough, you cannot actually get hurt by the things anymore. Wow. Because I said it so the moment. Yeah, I screwed up there. Okay. Let me fix that actually. That was on the collision, I believe. Yeah, it's right here. I added the turns to the collision detection, and that was my bad. Yeah. Maybe what I need to do is check for overlaps, maybe? For the turns. Let me see how it looks. That's one. That's 2. Okay, that's 3. They are like stacking, which is not something I want. Okay, let me add validation to the turns. Let me think with other object underscore turns. If you are in contact with a different turn, I want you to simply self-destruct. State equals to state dot dying, and on state dying I will just make you destroy instance underscore destroy itself, basically. Dying for now. Yeah. So that causes that. The turns are like self-destructing when they hit each other, which is not bad. That looks way better. Yeah. Maybe I should limit the spawning of the owls to be like within the playing area, so they don't like use wind within the walls. Yeah. The owls are just for show. They are not meant to be killable. Yeah. Okay, I need to limit the spawns of the owls, basically. Let's see. I will close this one. And here the spawn of the owl, instead of being like just a random room width, can I select a range for the random? I want to make them respawn. Yeah. That's indeed something I want to do. Random range between that number like okay, that sounds good. So random range. So I will set it to a random range for this, and it would be -64 And it would be from 64 to this. 64 to wrong width minus 64. $64 to height minus 64. That should contain the owls within the arena, in theory, like this. Okay, let's see. That actually looks pretty good. Yeah, I like it. It actually makes it a little bit hard to move. Yeah. Okay. Now let me fix the thing I was doing over here. And on the range, I want to... I am moving to idle, so on idle, I need to restore the counter. Yeah, okay. That will make it so it doesn't like cause issues. Okay. Ow. Ah. It's harder to avoid showing the back to the all like this. Ouch. Ow. Oh. Ow. Okay. For the most part, is working correctly. Yeah. I believe. Maybe I need to make it so also the turns self-destruct if they hit the boss. Yeah. Yeah. To make it like so the wolf can actually break the turns quite easily. Ow. 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 Yeah, the wolf is breaking the turns. Oh, shit. Looks nicer when there are not that many turns anymore. Yeah. I will probably make it so they slowly respawn. Yeah. I think that would make it like more interesting. Should I make it so is like left and right when you are showing like your side to the enemy when he attacks? Also, or do I leave it like it is always only on your back? Because I feel like if you are trying to attack him, you will not like show your back, right? Ah! That wolf won't let you rest in peace. It does look like it's like eating me. Ah. Excuse me. Okay, so we are missing the thorn spikes and respawning thorns, basically. Yeah. You may need to fix the collision issue. Yeah. I kinda need to do that. Yes. Hmm. 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 I'm thinking. So we have the dash, right? We have the tall wave. We have the circle. We have the dash. The dash can lead into the bite. The dash leads into the owl. How? Yeah. If we complete the circle without dashing, we go into the howl. Then we need to trigger the spike. I already have the wings. I need to do the respawning turns. Yeah. Hmm. 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 And then I'm done with the boss. Yes, basically. And then we will move to the boss, the actual dungeon boss over here. Yeah, we are missing that one still. Our dear boss, our main boss. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Then I suppose I will be stopping here because it's already pretty late. Yeah. I'm almost done with this boss. There's still a few things missing here and there, but there is, for the most part, finished. Yeah. Hmm.
Endless nested if else's. Else if. What if underscore dis underscore x equals 0 or underscore dis underscore y equals 0? The phone wants to be part of your streams too. See? Hello, are you an YouTuber? Welcome Tuxia Severfrost, please enjoy the stream. Meow meow.
Meow meow. Okay. Then I suppose I will be stopping here for tonight. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. Hopefully on Tuesday I will finish this boss and start the next one. Yeah. I feel like it's not like flashy enough. This like boss fight. Mainly because I have not like added any animations. Yeah. I think it lacks like the flare because of that. Yeah. I suppose that's a bit of an issue. Yeah. I'm almost done with this. Almost. There is still plenty of details that need to be corrected, but it's almost there. Almost there. I almost have the second dungeon figured out. Yeah. Okay, then I'll be stopping here for today. Thank you so much for coming to the stream, and I will see you guys next time. Good night, bye bye, sleep well. Thank you for coming. Buenas noches, que descansen. I will see you guys on Tuesday for more Hollow Knight. Good night, buenas noches, bye bye, adios, good night.
Else if, what if _dis _x equals 0 or _dis _y equals 0? Then it will remain the same. Nice E. Left. Change the walk speed before the attack. Also we heard phone. The phone wants to be part of your streams too. See? Change the speed to an absurd level just to see. Looks like the pinball-like game where you have to break the blocks. Right. If the player can block it when it's attacking, shouldn't its collision be turned off during the attack? Okay, earlier prank aside, now I'm actually tired. Good night. Good night, Ricardo. GN Ricardo, hello, are you an tuber? Nice. Sometimes it hits and deals no damage. Is the hit detection depends on a timer or something? Like every X milliseconds? Ouch. Oh, it's your L, not game maker. That means it's fixable. Oh, he killed you twice there. You resurrect. Is that a feature or something you'll remove later? Oh, Similinks? Oh, I mostly use quick access. Also a folder that has a shortcut that leads straight to other folders like apps, games, videos, etc. Yes, meow meow. I am doing very good, very good. Hello. No. Howl's moving castle. There it is, that's the howl. Be careful, you'll make us spam the howl. My curiosity wants to be quenched. Do it. Also I learned after messaging support that if you made a Stream Elements account this year you have to do an ad campaign to be able to use the custom name and point shop. So dumb, I just wanted silly noises. Mao. Owl swarm. Looks cool though. Would make good for a live wallpaper or something. I feel having innate knowledge beats any time you have to look something up. Lamau. YouTube is giving me the video unavailable again, even after many refreshes. So I worked around it by opening YouTube on a separate browser that's not signed in. I can't see any streams on my DZ account, but I can still comment. Lamau. What the hell happened there? That looks really weird. I mean the thorns moving looks weird. I mean mostly because they're squares moving around. Lamau. Are the owls just for show or can you actually kill them? So will the thorns respawn later? Looks nicer when there aren't that many thorns anymore. Whichever is more difficult. F. You may need to fix the collision issue. Lamau. And then you're done with the boss. Okay, good night everyone. Bye. Croissant emoji. Rice cracker emoji. Banana emoji. Bye bye.